Happy Wednesday. Happy trading. Nothing I'd rather be doing than trading on this Wednesday. Let's go to our first trade of the day. It was Exxon. Didn't have the best flow. Well, actually, let's go to best flow. So, greatest flow would have been not Exxon. Intel had great flow. Let's say C. Nope. Merck. No, maybe. Uber. Nope. Walmart. Maybe Walmart or Exxon. No. I'm going to say the greatest flow is Intel. You have a Fab Four takeout. Let's go to our first trade. Our first trade was Exxon. We woke up just on time and we made a big mistake. We saw it was, as you can one other thing, as you can tell, we changed our setup a little bit. We changed our setup to the 5-minute being right here, the 2-minute being in the middle, and then the other 2-minute being here, 15 still here, the daily's here, and it's just so I can just look at the center of the screen. So when we first woke up, we saw Exxon in a position 3, 1, 2, 3, and we saw this in a tail bar position. And if it's in a tail bar position, you want to wait till it goes above the tail bar. And instead of waiting before it went above the tail bar, we just bought in the tail bar position, right? Like, had this have been a green tail bar and not a red one, then it would have been a better position. But long story short, we just bought in it, and then we had to wait all the way here. It actually it went down pretty close to our maximum loss for the day. But we were pretty certain it was going to hold. And it came back out, and we got right back out, a little bit above break even. Had we have stayed in it, it would have went a little bit higher. I think it got to 55.70, so maybe like right here. But ideally, the way you'd play this stock is you would say, hey, 1, 2, 3, color change here, buy right here, ride that up, and you would have had that whole profit, and that would have been pretty significant. And you could have just had that and then held one stock for the rest of the day, and you got probably right here and had the rest of the profit there. So that's how ideally you should have played it. It's going to be flat the rest of the day just because the 200's so far away. And just with the scaling of how the platform works, it just doesn't scale well. I mean, if you wanted to take this off of a position, you could, but I wouldn't take it just because you want to play things back towards the 200 at this point, since it's so far away. But it looks like it would have worked. You could have taken this off, kept the stop right below it. Maybe get out now, but if you didn't, it bounced off the 8. So 2 bars in the 8, I'd probably get out of it. And then I don't see an entry point for this on the 2 minute, but if you look here on the 5 minute, you might have played off the 20 and then rode that up that way. Next stock would be Intel, and we kind of covered the entry, but just to do it again, Fab Four, wrong color change, buy. You could do a color change, add, set a stop there. Seems as if that indicates it's riding the 8. 2 in the 8, get out. I don't really see a buy within here, but let's say you wanted to, because this is acting like a 20. This 200 is acting like a 20, and it's angling up towards a 45-degree angle. So maybe when green takes out red, set the stop. Green takes out red, set the stop. And it's like, it doesn't look like it's a large move, but that's just because the red bar is just so far away. But if you look at it here, or if you just took off the 200, the move would look a lot better. But you might be able to see it on the 5 if you played that, set the stop. That would have been 9.59.25, $2 move, roughly. But it would have taken a long time. Maybe you got this sell right here off the 20. Bounced off the 8. You'd use the 8 for coverage even further. Probably get out here. It's a nice move. Next we got Merck. We have Fab Four. First bar is a no-go. Then we have clearing bar here. You erase the tails, and then you're off to the races. We did a sell here. Because we saw this topping tail bar, and it's not really big enough to be a topping tail bar. It's just an indication of a sell. Well, I mean, we sold it because it is a topping tail bar, and it indicated that a sell was coming. The next bar it wasn't. It didn't play it out, but it didn't get past our high, and then it rolled over, and then we were able to get out, which was a nice trade. But looking at the 5 minute, you can see that was just indicating that we could have used the 20, and it was in a power position, power trending, bought right here, and then rode that up. and that would have been the better trade right here. And you can see that on the 2 minute as well. It just takes time to develop. That could have been a sell right there. We got Uber next. If you look on the 5, you see it clear as day. You got the bear 180, then ride it down, and you got to ride it down the whole way. If you look on the 2 minute, it's not as obvious. You can see that it's clearly like distance away, and you can see that, hey, this should be combine these two in elephant bar, but this one just makes it completely obvious. We tried to play this, which if you look on the 2 minute, it's just not a play at all. Those aren't plays we're going to take in the future. It doesn't fall in our playbook. It's nowhere within the initiation phase or the fall down phase or even the accumulation phase that we like to take our stocks trades. It just was a nonsense trade, so you got to eliminate those out your playbook. That was just wasted money. And then we did get another trade in this stock. Which I think this is what you're really going for. It's not a flat 200, but it's close enough. You get an elephant bar off of it. You sell into it. It comes back with a pullback, and then you get a color change, and you pound into it. And then, ironically, we got out right here. So we didn't get none of the move. But that's a lesson in its own right. You got to hold on to your winners, especially when you play the stock exactly the way it's supposed to be played. That's a perfect move. It's just we didn't hold on to our winner. Next stock's going to be C. C. You got Fab Four. You got position 1, 2. I mean, you could say this is position 2 and then play it up, but really it's position 3. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for a green bar takeout. Sell right here. Let it go down. And it bounced off of the 20, so the 20 is the guardrail. When does it go? When does it get? Okay, it got 2 in the 20, so you want to get out right about now. And ironically, this is when we bought. You buy in here, set the stop, let it ride. We got out early again. Had we not gotten out early, we could have tried to ride that on the 20. we would have got out here. So we probably wouldn't have got it in, but there's another buy right here. You could have taken advantage of that. That would have been a nice trade. Here's since that's at the top where you would expect right here, you want to sell in that position. That gives you that opportunity. Elephant bar, sell, write it down. It just doesn't go down too far, and that would have been a nice trade as well. What's it look like on the 2 minute? Yeah, it's still an elephant bar compared to all the little red bars. So sell, see how far you can get pushed down. Right there, you get out. We did a buy here, but we were just messing around with when the 8 crossed the 20, wait for a color change. And because the color change was really based upon the 200 being acting as a 20 and being 45 degrees. So plan the 45 degree 200 on a color change. But really you'd want that to be a 20 and that to be the color change like that. So disregard that. And our last stock for the day was Walmart. Walmart actually might have been the stock with the greatest flow now that you think about it. Yeah, Walmart kind of beat Intel. You have a Fab Four, and then you have a tail bar. Set the stop. Buy when it goes ahead of it. Probably set the stop at 3/4 if you can't afford the whole length. Ride it. Bounces on the 8, so now the 8 is the stomping ground. 2 in the 8, get out. 20 went flat, kind of got an elephant off of it. Combine these two bars. Buy in, set the stop. 2 under the 20, get out. We got in here, but we were trading this on the 5 minute. We saw a position of power flat, and what we were going to do is buy this, set the stop under, and it just went perfect, but we got out way too early. We just didn't want to hold. We were just P&L trading. And that just goes back to we need to stop P&L trading. It's killing us. It really is. It's killing our growth as a trader. It's killing our growth as a trader. This one, if you wanted to look at it, both of these are going up. So the 200's going up. So any color change you can get where green takes out red, set the stop. Green takes out red, set the stop. Green takes out red, set the stop. Any of those could have been good trades. Back at it tomorrow. Won't be P&L watching. We'll be getting better.